I keep seeing this image floating around talking about McGregor, not controlling range and not being light on his toes, etc. And I've got to say something. It's just not correct. What's being missed is the fact that in one fight he's facing Eddie Alvarez, who's an orthodox fighter fighting a southpaw. So McGregor's standing heavy on his rear leg and he's using his lead hand to control the lead hand of Eddie Alvarez because he wants him to throw the right. If you remember back to that fight, as Eddie Alvarez's right hand came out, McGregor slips to the outside and comes over the top, exactly like he did in his last Cage Warriors fight.
Southeast Bushinga. McGregor with a few shots. Wow. Bushinga's completely out of it. What a
In the Poirier fight, he's facing a southpaw. So if he's standing there with his leaning on his back leg, reaching out with the lead hand, he's reaching for the rear hand of Poirier, which is no use to him at all. So what you see McGregor do is he's leaning over his lead leg as if to bait Poirier to throw the jab, so he can counter over the jab. It's southpaw v orthodox, and it was a game plan I assume that McGregor took because he wanted to put pressure on Poirier straight away, not because he was being lazy about cutting his range down. It's just a different approach. And I wasn't going to say anything, but I keep seeing UFC fighters posting it. If you can't tell the difference between a game plan and a mistake, then you're not paying close enough attention. Israel Adesanya, he'll do this sometimes, but he'll also play this game. And it's all dependent on who you're facing and what you're trying to achieve.
And yeah, I would like to fight him. I don't think it should be my next fight. But if he wants to, he ain't gonna fight me. Look, he just got his legs kicked off. I kick legs better than anybody in the UFC. I'm not a southpaw, so it would present a different challenge to get to that, to get to the outside of his leg. To get to the outside of any southpaw's leg is going to be a challenge. But yeah, I don't think he wants to fight me. He didn't want to fight me when he fought Roney. He didn't want to fight me, last year in 2020 and 2019 when he was talking, he wanted to fight me. So, I'd rather fight Dustin Poirier, absolutely. That's who I want to fight. That's the best man, in the division right now. If Khabib was retired, yeah. Chandler did what he had to do, man. He, Hooker looked like he looked flat. He looked tired. He looked like he was in Abu Dhabi fighting at 7 a.m. But Chandler didn't. Both guys got to experience the same things, and one guy showed up, one guy didn't. So, I was impressed with this performance. He did exactly what he had to do. Go out there, get a finish, first round, and now he's in the talks for fight me, fight Oliveira, fight Poirier. It doesn't matter. Fight McGregor. He's right there, number 4. So, he's a formidable opponent now. They call me to fight Nate Diaz. I'm fighting Nate Diaz. I will roll him up and smoke him like a blunt.
Yeah,
I can outsmoke Nate Diaz any day of the week. I guarantee that. Oliveira is the toughest matchup in the division. Absolutely.
I was just going to ask you, who of those that group is the toughest guy?
Not that he's the toughest matchup in the division. He brings a very particular set of skills. But Paul Felder knocked him out. He doesn't like getting hit. And I hit like a truck. These guys think they're going to come out here and take me down and grapple. Khabib did something very special in there. And, there's nobody on planet Earth that can take me down the way he did. And yeah.